Ghost Ranch, located near Abiquiú, New Mexico, about 5 miles outside of town. Very unique place with a very rich history. Back in the 20s and 30s, people would come here, for the dry air to get out into the west. The planes would swoop down off of this mesa and land into this open field as you're seeing here. So if you can imagine coming in off of that big mesa and then just landing here. And it had some really famous people come to visit, such as Charles Lindbergh, John Wayne. And the history of this ranch is quite extensive. It goes way back. Navajos and various other tribes wandered these hills and mountains, valleys, etc. Cattle rustlers were here, wranglers, dude ranches, you name it. This area just has had a lot of varied people and things happen in it. The ranch is real interesting. It was once called the Ranchos de los Viejos, if I pronounced that right, which is Ranch of the Witches, which eventually evolved into Ghost Ranch. Arthur Pack originally bought this ranch in 1936, and Georgia O'Keeffe came looking for the ranch, and she drew a picture of the skull, because the marking system for finding the ranch was a skull, and he adopted that as the symbol for their ranch. Here's some of the stuff you'd see them wearing on the ranch back in the day. A couple of small museums, just show you some of the history. I thought the stove was really cool. That's the skull that she had drawn. And of course, as I said earlier, there's a lot of prehistoric history here. There was some dinosaur digs, and this is one of the things that they found, like a big alligator, and various other little sea creatures and things that they found here as well. There is an RV park here at the ranch as well. A little view of it down below there. So this is what you see back behind the park. The park doesn't have any paved roads. It's like gravel roads, but you do have water, electricity down there. It's in a valley, sort of, so I didn't get any cell phone service down in that little valley area. Had to come out to about where this cabin is located to get a cell service. A little neat point of interest, this cabin was used in the movie City Slickers, and very rustic looking cabin. Back there in the background you can see Abiquiu Lake, which is of course where we were staying. There's a COE campground back there on Abiquiu Lake. And just a little drone footage here of the area, flying around the cabin and checking out the area. It's just amazing how vast and how large this area is, and you can just almost picture buffalo running across these plains. And see here, I always just wonder what it'd be like if you were riding a horse, and especially at night, just be so easy to fall off some of these cliffs. I know it doesn't look real high from this perspective, but some pretty big gullies there that you would not want to fall into. Now, could you imagine living in this cabin? No running water, no electricity, no telephone, and this was your home, and as you can see, here are your neighbors. This video is from back at the back of the ranch, or back behind all the outbuildings. You can see quite a ways back up in there. There's a lot of hiking trails that go back up into these hills. Down below there, I believe, is a little bit more of the RV park area. You can see the RV parking down below here again. And again, it's pretty remote. They also have lodging, hotel rooms. They have these bunkhouses which were vacant while we were there, so we're not really sure about those. We called those the ghost bunkhouses. But they have like hotel accommodations, everything, and they even say on their websites, you know, it's remote, it's rustic. They have horseback riding. They have a stable there. That little white-looking building down there, I think it was set up for a wedding. They have a playground there for the kids. You also can see a yurt down there in the bottom of the screen. I'm not real sure what that was for, but I'm sure it's for a yurt inn. Not sure where this little desolate road went to, so I decided to follow it with a drone, try to see where it went. And it probably ran about a mile back in there, and really, I guess it just goes up to the base of this mesa. Pretty neat. Would be time allows, we would have loved to have gone out, or I would have loved to have gone out too and done a lot of exploring and hiking on these trails. I would say that you probably want to plan a week here at least, maybe 2. You could just spend a lot, especially if you like walking around and looking at things. There's a lot of hiking trails here. Of course, Abiquiu Lake back there where you could go fishing or swimming if it was during the summertime. Just lots of neat stuff in this area to see. Incredible views. However, if you like shopping, forget it. Not much out here, as you can see. And there we are down below. I just kind of give you a perspective. That's our truck that we're flying over now. And as you can see, all these bunkhouses here, they're empty. Kind of eerie feeling in a way, too, considering we were on Ghost Ranch. And coming to a landing and coming to a close of our time at Ghost Ranch, we have to admit we did not have near the time that we wanted to spend here. Could have easily spent a couple of 2 weeks, even a month maybe in this area. But we had a really good time checking it out. Next, Sedona. I want to thank you for watching today. We really do appreciate you stopping by and watching our video. Please put your comments below. Any ideas, things you'd like to see, just comments about the videos. Much appreciated. Join us on Instagram at just.let.me.travel. And as always, please ring the bell, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, so that you can be notified of new videos. We will be traveling and doing RV renovations and just whatever we can come up with. Who knows? So new videos every week. And again, thank you so very much for joining us today.